Hey, Mr. Zone here, and as some of you may know based off my page description, I, Mr. Zone, am a veteran. So on today's show I'd like to discuss veterans' issues. Or better said, issues I have with veterans. Such as entitlement, why veterans fail, this includes me. Blind patriotism, the government is not your friend. And how the most American thing one can do is claim no allegiance to this land or its flag. Support your troops is a lie.
Thanks for the intro, Mr. Zone.
Suck it.
Hey everybody, this is Nick. I too am a veteran, though of a much different stripe than Zone. I was a navigation electronics technician on submarines. My view isn't as cynical as Zone's, but I will agree that there are issues that I have with veterans. Some things good, some things bad. Now, weren't you saying something about entitlement, Mr. Zone?
Why, yes. Yes, I was saying something about entitlement. Nick Nukem?
Come on, man.
Alright, let's fuck this pig. So, Nick and I, we've attempted this video a few times now, and every time, I literally jump deep, like fucking balls deep into the goddamn giggle weeds.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm gonna load your anal cavity this time with some hard evidence. Some you may have seen on the internet. Some of it's gonna be anecdotal shit that Nick and I have actually encountered ourselves.
Like a suppository then.
So yes, so here we go. You saw this one in the intro. It was a U.S. Marine veteran with a friend who I'd say was likely a veteran as well, taking a flag being flown inverted from protesters. The setting for this was during a protest concerning the shooting of a homeless man outside of Albuquerque by Albuquerque, New Mexico, by the way, for you non-American fucks.
It's a pretty messed up situation.
By Albuquerque PD. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. That's a different video. This is a problem because a lot of veterans I know, you can find it on the internet, they think they're entitled to behave in this manner because they feel they fought for this piece of fabric. And that's really all the flag is. Yes, I realize it's symbolic. Hoorah, hoorah, fucking hoo-yah, hooah, all that fucking shit. But it's really just a piece of cloth, and that's not more important than what you're really fighting for, which is the people, the American people. And I know that goes into a nationalist angle, which I fucking hate nationalism. But still, the whole idea of the oath that you take is you fight for the people. Would you agree?
No, absolutely.
You're not fighting for a government, right?
Your primary oath is to uphold the Constitution, Bill of Rights.
Yes, which is of the people.
Right.
It's not of the government. It's not for the government. It's not for a fucking flag. I could go into a whole different conversation about the Pledge of Allegiance. As a veteran, though, it took me a second to kind of come to terms with this. That, like, the flag is just a flag. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing more than that. And what these guys were doing, like, it spits in the face of what they swore to an oath to do. These guys are acting like jackbooted government fucking thugs. Too many times we see veterans saying they fought for our freedom and then turn around and threaten to beat the ass of anyone who chooses to exercise these liberties in a way that the veteran finds offensive.
Right, you shouldn't exercise your liberties on someone else's liberties. It's kind of not how it works.
Yeah, no. You can't say, well, your liberties, you exercising your liberties offends me, so I'm going to beat your fucking ass.
Right.
Okay, you've now violated the non-aggression principle. You have now encroached into their space. You're wrong. The first person to encroach on the other guy's space is fucking wrong. Did you have anything you wanted to go over?
Yeah, actually. We were talking about entitlement. Besides the flag burning deal and all that stuff. Because it gets a little out of hand. Like, here's an example from Washington Post. You take it for what it is, but it's a good story, and I think it highlights kind of how I feel about it. Go look up Washington Post, no room for sense of entitlement.
How do you spell sense?
S-E-N-S-E.
Sense of
Entitlement.
entitlement.
So basically, this goes over, it's the opinion piece, right? The owner is a veteran, and he owns a few smoothie shops. Right.
Yeah, just want to let you know, it's a fucking opinion.
Right, well, he owns a few smoothie shops, things here and there. He saved up and earned it and got employees. Well, he has some discounts he sets up as, a business owner has the right to kind of choose
exactly.
if they want to give you a discount or not, right?
Yeah.
Well, he gives a discount to active duty military personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this woman came in with her family. Husband wasn't there, who's the active duty military personnel, and she accosted the, cashier because she couldn't get a discount. And then literally turned around and said that, you should probably let your owner know about this, or there could be repercussions. It would be in the owner's best interest to offer discounts to families as well. Which, what does that mean? The guys didn't have to offer a discount at all.
What do you mean? Hold on. In the owner's best fucking interest? As someone who now fucking has ran kitchens and shit like now, I'll tell you what's in the best interest is me not to give you a fucking discount at all.
Right. Well, obviously the cashier couldn't say that, But.
I know. In a lot of cases, the cashier doesn't know that.
And I think this kind of time happens a lot in more the food or service industry. Like, I don't run into it very much where I work.
Mm-hmm.
But, customer service, I'm sure it happens quite often. So, what makes it weird is, this guy's a veteran, and he served 20 years. And, he even says himself, here it is. At the end of the day, I'm a capitalist and fought to defend that system. I'll offer a discount to whomever I want, and if you don't like it, then pay just another establishment. Amen. That's the whole point,
fucking
right?
man, yeah.
Right. So, it's kind of backwards where, this guy's, okay, I volunteered to serve my country, which is, we have a volunteer military.
Yes.
No draft for the people we have in right now, or we're in recently. And, basically says, well, I went and fought for my country because I wanted these rights. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to exercise them, and now other veterans or other active duty personnel or spouses, active duty personnel, are demanding, their 10
I
cents
fought for my
off
country. You better give me a fucking discount. And you know what? And I will ask if they have a veterans discount when I go to a place. I'm like, hey, you got a veterans discount? Because everyone likes to save money. I like to save money.
Why not?
So why not fucking ask? If I can save a couple dollars, why the fuck not?
Sure.
But when they're like, no, we don't do that. You know what my answer is?
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I pay them.
Right.
Like a fucking normal human being should.
So,
this goes to my next point, which recently happened in the presence of both Nick and I while we were attending a local fireworks display this July in the town that we live in. We were approached by a man that said if we lit fireworks around him or his family again, he would beat our asses.
note that the near was about, 100 yards away.
Yeah, and no one cared. There were literally kids playing around with the debris that was falling from the fireworks and having fun with it. This guy just decided to come up and stick his fucking dick in our soup and stir it the fuck around.
Yeah, he did.
So he said he was gonna beat all our asses. So I got pissed off. I walked off because I was literally gonna punch this fucking motherfucker in his mouth.
Yeah, you had a little bit in you too.
Yeah, I was a little fucking lit too. So as I'm walking back, like the fucking weak cuck he made himself out to be, he meekly approached me in private and explained, hey, man, I'm a combat vet and that stuff kind of messes with me. And first of all, not my fucking problem, Holmes. And what the fuck are you doing at a live fireworks display if fucking fireworks mess with
fireworks
you?
and explosions fucking fuck with me. I'm gonna go to a fireworks show.
No shit.
Oh shit, there's fireworks here.
That's like, I'm afraid of all four-legged animals. Let's go to PetSmart.
No shit.
So, the thing that bugs me is this is a social justice warrior navel-gazing thought process. And yes, there's plenty of room for it in the free-thinking world. I say these things because unlike these special fucking snowflakes, I actually do uphold liberty and will not attempt to shut them down. I just shake my head quietly and pity these poor fucking souls.
Speaking of social justice warriors reminds me.
Yep.
Cultural appropriation.
Faggots.
Yeah. Well, what's your opinion on it?
Oh, it's alligator dicks. Absolutely.
Right, it's dumb. It's literally excuse racism.
Uh-huh.
So, if you agree with me that cultural appropriation is garbage,
Which it is.
then how could you think that stolen valor is an okay thing?
Well, if you're a sane human being, you fucking can't. That's for fucking sure.
It's literally cultural appropriation dressed up for the military on.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's examples of cultural appropriation around the country. A good example is the famous one of you can find it on YouTube, it's of a black female accosting a white male for having dreadlocks. And she's saying that he is appropriating her culture because he doesn't come from the same race as her.
Oh my God.
And it's the same thing with the military. Oh, you can't wear that uniform because you're not part of my brotherhood. You didn't earn that. Well, guess what, dude? It's cloth.
Right. It's fair game. It's at Goodwill. You can go to Goodwill and find a piece of
You can
uniform.
literally go to Goodwill and find a fucking uniform and put it on.
But besides all that, I mean, think about where your head is if you're actually dressing up as someone like that. Like, think about it. If you weren't in the military, right? Mm-hmm. And for some reason you get in your head, I'm going to dress up as this highly decorated veteran and live this fake facsimile of hero-dom that you've made up in your head as a veteran.
Yeah.
Where are you?
You're in a dark place. You're not in a good place at all.
I mean, that person's obviously suffering for something or in a sad place. I mean, people just don't do that.
Yeah, you need to reach out.
Right. And that's kind of where I'm getting with this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I mean, I can see people getting mad about it, but why? I feel sad for these people. Go up to them and go, dude, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Like, are you okay, man? Like, what's hurting you, dude? Why you pretending to be in the military?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's, in a lot of these cases, maybe there's something, maybe these people have self-esteem issues or something. Try and maybe bring these people in and try and figure them out instead of literally like shoving them in their fucking little.
How dare you fucking dare you pretend to be fucking me? Fuck you, motherfucker. You didn't serve the goddamn country. You didn't serve my fucking country. You can't wear my fucking uniform.
All you've been doing is serving McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah, no shit, man. Fucking. Here's the thing: if you see people wearing uniforms, and you can pretty much tell that they're not. I had an opportunity a couple years ago with my son. This guy said he was in the Marines. I asked him, "Oh, cool. What unit were you in?" He said the 101st. I just kind of like was like, "Oh, okay, cool," and walked away from him. You know,
The 101st.
The 101st Marines.
You're fucking awesome.
There's no reason to get in their face. There's especially no reason to ever pass any fucking laws to get these people arrested.
Yeah,
these people are already fucked. Like their whole life is probably shit. Let's make them a better person by throwing them in jail because they decided to put on the wrong fucking clothes today.
Right. I mean, there's one thing of impersonating military, and there's another thing of wearing the uniform.
Who cares? Who cares? You know they're faggots. So do they.
They definitely know.
Isn't that good enough? Isn't it good enough that everyone, including themselves, know there's faggots? Just leave it alone.
You know, we didn't really talk about what causes entitlement or what entitlement actually does that's so negative for Marines, just besides, well, all veterans, besides just being annoying and rude. We're going to get into that in other videos. I think that more goes along with why veterans fail. But I guess to the nut inside the shell of all this is...
In a nutshell, you mean?
Thanks. Thanks for... Yes, in a nutshell.
Just wanted to make sure you got your cliches right.
Sweet. We have entitlement. Do we give veterans a culture, a society that makes them feel entitled? Yes, absolutely we do. Then, are we so surprised when they come back as entitled? Probably not. And it's more of a problem as a whole with pride, with nationalism, with failing as a success that kind of breeds this entitlement atmosphere. We're going to get more on that later as we continue on with this series. So we're not done with this yet. This is just scratching the surface. You know? Any other closing thoughts?
Yeah, veterans. Get over yourselves.
That's
it.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yep.
Shell, it's in a nut.